My name is Chris Gibson, and I am a flat fee real estate agent operating throughout the Denver metro area. I am also a member of the Board of Realtors, so I am a realtor. And I have identified a niche of offering full service for a more reasonable rate. I am not competing with some of these companies that offer to put your home on the MLS for a real cheap fee but leave you to fend for yourself. I do not believe that that's in your best interest, and so I offer full service. I walk you through the whole process, I think better than most agents would, for a discounted fee. My full service flat fee Denver real estate model is $5,000 for my flat fee plus the 2.8% that I pass through to the buyer's agent and advertise on the MLS. The first question I usually get is why 2.8% to the buyer's agent? You need to know that although both agents are paid simultaneously at closing, the seller is paying the listing brokerage one large sum, and then the listing brokerage is paying the buyer's agent out of that amount. The buyer's agent commission is advertised on the MLS with the listing for the house. Buyer's agents are discouraged from discriminating against showing homes with lower commission rates, but there is no way to know if an agent chooses not to show a home because of the commission rate offered. My bigger fear would be that an agent would speak negatively of the home, pointing out flaws or suggesting it is overpriced, if the commission rate is less than competing homes for sale. In my model, I offer the most frequently offered amount in the Denver MLS of 2.8%. Many real estate agencies charge 6% to sell your home. If the sales price was $380,000, the total commissions paid with the 6% model would be $22,800. However, with a sales price of $380,000 using my model of 2.8% plus $5,000, total commissions would be $15,640, saving the average Denver home seller up to $7,160. And with higher price points, the savings increase dramatically. Okay, so now that we've gone into the numbers, saving money on a commission is never worth taking a lower price for your house or not selling your home for top dollar. So I would like to discuss what I do for you to make sure you get top dollar for your home. I explain to my clients that everybody sees your home online before they see it in person. Photos are the new curb appeal, and quality photography can make a huge difference in how many people come to see the home, which translates into the number and price of offers received. The company I use has talented and experienced photographers with top-of-the-line HD photographic techniques. I'm a member of 2 local MLS multiple listing services, RE Colorado and Iris. In addition to listing on the MLS, the home is displayed on all major public websites and all agents' websites with IDX searches. So as part of my flat fee listing package, you get a yard arm, a luxury yard arm, which just gives a good first impression on the home, that it is not a cheap listing or somehow cut rate. And then also I do a custom URL that is usually your address.com, and the purpose of this is a few things. Number one, as people drive by, it's easy for them to see the address and remember the address. And then number two, it's easy for them to go look up information about the property. Also, the website that I set up attempts to capture their information so that I can attempt to find an unrepresented buyer to sell your home to and save you even more on the commission. Okay, so then I also do printed flyers. I do them for inside the house, not for outside the house. It is a one-page flyer with on a very heavy-duty paper, so it's a very sturdy, thick paper, and on one side is information, including the website address. And then on the other side, we have a floor plan. So the idea is I put it upside down in front of the flyer holder. And the idea is to hopefully encourage people to take the floor plan, see if their furniture would fit, and hopefully just take something home to think more about the property. And I do this for even the higher priced homes. I don't necessarily do a fancier flyer for the luxury listings. I use showing time to manage my showings. This is a really cool feature. This and centralized showing are really great. They provide the same convenience for people to like electronically set up showings, and then it texts the clients for their approval or notifies them depending on the settings. Plus I can block off specific times. So here's a listing that uses showing time. So what's really cool, this is the broker side of things. You can just click on this this little icon down here, and it takes me right to a scheduling thing, and I can actually then set the date and time that I'm going to go see it, and then I hit submit, and it will text the buyer. So while the buyer's not dealing with me directly, it removes any obstacles from setting up a showing. Okay, so I offer both a Sentry lock option and a typical lockbox option. My only problem with Sentry lock is a malfunction which could inhibit people from getting in the home. So like on this house, I actually put both, and then if the agent was struggling using the electronic, then I could just give them the code for the manual lockbox. But fewer people would be able to come back and access the property without my knowledge or permission. So I do recommend doing an open house the first weekend on the market. I have two reasons for wanting to do an open house: that I advertise in the public remarks of the house, and I advertise on Realtor.com, Zillow.com, and the RE Colorado site. The two reasons are, first, maybe we can find that unrepresented buyer that would also reduce the number of commissions that you pay, or the amount of commissions that you pay. That is not entirely likely. The more common scenario I run into is an agent's been working with a buyer for a number of weeks, maybe even months, and then they go on vacation, and we hit the market, and homes sell quickly. They may be our best buyer, and their agent's not able to show them the home. So by offering the open house, I can get them into the home to see the home, but their agent can still write the offer and still serve them from wherever they are. And like I said, a few times I've had that buyer be the best buyer for the house, being the buyer that's able to pay the highest price for the house or willing to pay the highest price for the home. So that is why I do an open house my first weekend on the market. I try to be the person that holds it open myself. That's not always possible, but that is my desire. A few other things you get with my full service flat fee model is I do advise you on price, my belief of what it will sell for, what would be a good list price. I assist you throughout the entire contractual negotiations from the onset and throughout the under contract process. Also, I'm able to help you buy a home and coordinate a buy and sell simultaneous transaction. And then the third thing I offer, which I have never seen any other agent offer, is you can terminate your contract with me at any time if you have not signed a contract with a buyer. So I don't want anybody stuck working with me, and I take pride in what I do, and I do it as if I could be fired tomorrow, just like anybody else. Thank you so much for listening to the information about what I do. I would love the opportunity to help you sell your home. Go to realtyofco.com/flat-fee to learn to learn more about my services, and to get an automatic home value estimate. And then also Google me. I have reviews everywhere, and you can see what individuals are saying about what I do.